across the screen, and a band of unlikely heroes prepares to face an immortal curse. Back then, The Mummy was more than just a movie. It was a pulse-pounding adventure, where every glance and every smirk from the cast was burned into the memories of millions. But now, 25 years have passed. The faces that once captivated the world have transformed in ways no one could have predicted. From jaw-dropping makeovers and shocking career detours to backstage scandals that rocked Hollywood, we're about to reveal the extraordinary journeys behind these immortal icons. Have you ever wondered what truly happens to stars when the spotlight fades? Are they still the legends we remember? Or have they become something entirely new? If you love unraveling Hollywood's greatest mysteries, make sure to hit like, share this video, and subscribe to our channel so you never miss out on the most captivating stories. Get ready, because the untold stories of the Mummy cast will keep you on the edge of your seat. From the very first appearance, Imhotep haunted audiences with every deep stare and cold, regal presence, tying Arnold Vosloo's name to the ultimate shadowy power on the big screen. Behind that flawless makeup and commanding presence was a mysterious actor who would step away from the Hollywood spotlight to pursue a path full of unexpected twists and turns. Before The Mummy came out, Arnold Vosloo was not a well-known name. Born on June 16, 1962 in Pretoria, South Africa, Arnold grew up in an artistic family with both parents as stage actors. He inherited a passion for acting early, began his career back home, and quickly made a name for himself with strong performances. However, Hollywood was not easily welcoming to a South African actor. Arnold struggled with small supporting roles in low-budget films like Darkman 2 and Darkman 3, and at times it seemed like his career might fade into obscurity. Arnold Vosloo got an incredible opportunity in 1999 when he was cast as Imhotep in The Mummy. No ordinary villain role, but a chance to truly showcase his talent. He transformed Imhotep into an icon. Sharp, piercing eyes, powerful gestures, a haunting voice, but also a soul betrayed by love, making the character both terrifying and captivating. This was a performance that left a lasting impact on audiences around the world. However, after the success of The Mummy and The Mummy Returns, 2001, Arnold Vosloo chose to step back from leading roles, transitioning to supporting parts in films such as 24, Blood Diamond, and G.I. Joe, and opting for a more private life. Now at 62, Arnold Vosloo appears less frequently on screen, but is still remembered as the actor who turned Imhotep into an immortal legend. Despite living a simpler life, his name remains a symbol for fans everywhere. When talking about The Mummy, 1999, it would be a huge omission not to mention Evelyn Carnahan, the intelligent, humorous, and courageous archaeologist who captured audiences' hearts with her unique charm. Rachel Weisz not only left a deep impression through this role, but also turned it into a launchpad that propelled her career to the pinnacle of Hollywood. However, Rachel's 25-year journey has not been all glory. It's also filled with unexpected turns, from noticeable changes in her appearance to an increasingly successful career. Born on March 7, 1970, Rachel Weisz is a British actress known for her elegant beauty and captivating presence. At 29, when she joined The Mummy, Rachel brought Evelyn to life as a vibrant, intelligent, determined, and witty character. From bold action scenes to romantic moments with Rick O'Connell, Brendan Fraser, Rachel created a leading lady who not only supported but also drove the plot forward. This role quickly made her an international star, winning the hearts of audiences around the world. Make your mark with a like, a comment, a share, and a subscribe. Every single interaction from you is what inspires us to tell more endless adventure stories. After The Mummy, Rachel continued to prove her acting talent with many remarkable roles, from The Constant Gardener, 2006, where she won the Academy Award for Best Supporting Actress, to films like The Lobster, The Favorite, and Black Widow. She has become not only a talented actress, but also a symbol of strength, intelligence, and independence in the film industry. Now, at 54, Rachel Weisz maintains her sharp beauty and aura thanks to a healthy lifestyle and balance between work and family. She lives happily with her husband Daniel Craig and their children. Although she appears less frequently now, every time Rachel returns to the screen, she always draws attention. After 25 years, her role as Evelyn Carnahan in The Mummy remains one of the most memorable highlights of Rachel Weisz's career. When The Mummy was released in 1999 with its thrilling action scenes and compelling characters, Ardeth Bay, the powerful leader of the Medjay tribe, stood out as a silent yet incredibly important hero. This role not only showcased Oded Fehr's strength and loyalty, but also created a unique allure through his calm and steadfast presence. However, few know that Oded Fehr's real-life journey is just as captivating as the character he portrayed. Oded Fehr was born on November 23, 1970, in Tel Aviv, Israel. His path to acting began after serving in the Israeli Navy, where he developed the discipline and resilience that would later shape his portrayal of Ardeth Bay. At 28, when he was cast in this role, Oded Fehr was still relatively unknown, and it was this very anonymity that brought an authentic touch to the character. Ardeth Bay, the leader of the Medjay tribe, is entrusted with protecting ancient secrets and is willing to sacrifice everything to prevent Imhotep's resurrection. He is not only a fierce warrior, but also a symbol of loyalty, sacrifice, and unwavering determination. Every step Ardeth Bay took on screen exuded decisiveness, and every word he spoke carried the weight of faith and willpower. Oded Fehr didn't need to perform flashy action scenes. His mere presence in the film was enough to convey the spirit of the character. Ardeth Bay quickly became a global favorite thanks to The Mummy, 1999, and The Mummy Returns, 2001. After this success, Oded continued to choose meaningful supporting roles in TV series like Sleeper Cell, Covert Affairs, and Resident Evil, demonstrating his versatile talent. Although he appears less frequently now at the age of 53, Oded Fehr still maintains his career and is always remembered for the strong, loyal image of Ardeth Bay. When talking about The Mummy, 1999, it's impossible not to mention Rick O'Connell, the brave, witty adventurer whose mischievous smile and unyielding spirit won the hearts of audiences worldwide. Brendan Fraser wasn't just the star of the Mummy series. He became an icon of the action-adventure genre at the end of the 1990s. Yet just like his character, Brendan's real-life journey has been filled with unexpected ups and downs. Born on December 3, 1968 in Indianapolis, USA, Brendan Fraser entered Hollywood in the 1990s with a string of humorous and charming roles in films like Encino Man and George of the Jungle. However, it wasn't until The Mummy's release in 1999, when he was 30, that Brendan truly skyrocketed to A-list status. His portrayal of Rick O'Connell wasn't just that of a courageous adventurer, but a good-hearted, funny hero, sometimes stubborn, yet always endearing. His impressive action scenes, combined with natural acting ability, left an indelible mark on audiences. With back-to-back hits like The Mummy and The Mummy Returns, 2001, Brendan Fraser quickly became one of the most sought-after names in Hollywood. However, fame brought its own pressures. In the early 2000s, Brendan faced a series of health issues due to injuries sustained during action roles, leading to surgery and a lengthy career break. Additionally, personal struggles and legal disputes gradually caused his career to decline. Despite enduring tough times, Brendan Fraser never gave up his passion for cinema. In 2022, he made a remarkable comeback with his lead role in The Whale, portraying a man struggling with obesity and loneliness. This performance not only earned him the Oscar for Best Actor, but also marked a stunning return to the film industry. Now at 55, Brendan Fraser is not just an actor, but a symbol of resilience and rebirth. He continues to take on major projects and inspires millions of fans with his story of overcoming adversity. Though Rick O'Connell has matured and become more thoughtful to audiences, he remains the courageous explorer and timeless hero of the action-adventure golden era. Your feelings are what keep this channel alive. Like, share this video, comment your thoughts below, and subscribe so our journey through film never ends. When talking about The Mummy, 1999, it's impossible to forget Anck-su-namun, the mysterious, seductive, and cunning lover of the priest Imhotep. This character isn't just a key figure in the entire story, but also a symbol of power and mesmerizing beauty. Patricia Velásquez, the Venezuelan actress and supermodel, brought Anck-su-namun to life with her sharp beauty and intense, dramatic eyes, making it impossible for the world to look away. However, Patricia's real life is entirely different from her iconic role. Born on January 31st, 1971, in Maracaibo, Venezuela, Patricia has indigenous Wayuu heritage. Before entering the film industry, she had already achieved success on the international runway, becoming one of the first Latin models to walk for major brands like Chanel, Dolce & Gabbana, and Victoria's Secret. At 28, Patricia took on the challenging role of Anck-su-namun in The Mummy, a part that demanded sharp charisma, seductive gestures, and an air of dangerous mystery. Her character ignited Imhotep's immortal tragedy and became the greatest threat to the protagonists throughout the film. After The Mummy and The Mummy Returns, 2001, Patricia continued acting but gradually shifted her focus to modeling and social activism. As a proud member of the Wayuu tribe, Patricia founded the Wayuu Foundation to protect and support indigenous communities in Venezuela. She also published her memoir, Straight Walk, recounting her journey overcoming adversity and coming out as gay, inspiring countless women worldwide. Now, at 53, Patricia Velásquez makes fewer public appearances and devotes most of her time to charity and community projects. Though she no longer regularly appears in Hollywood, the image of the Egyptian goddess on screen and her extraordinary real-life resilience continue to make her an unforgettable icon. Before joining Hollywood, John Hannah had already made his mark in the UK thanks to his standout role in the film 4 Weddings and a Funeral, 1994, earning wide acclaim from both audiences and critics. At 37, when he joined The Mummy, John Hannah brought his signature comedic charm to the role of Jonathan Carnahan, Evelyn's older brother, a witty gentleman always trying to run from danger, but somehow indispensable to every adventure. Jonathan was the one who often caused trouble, yet always managed to show up at the right time to save his sister Evelyn and Rick O'Connell. This blend of humor and heartfelt emotion made Jonathan an essential part of the team fighting against Imhotep. The character not only brought laughter, but also highlighted John Hannah's versatility on the big screen. After the success of The Mummy and its sequel, The Mummy Returns, 2001, John Hannah continued to build his acting career, gradually transitioning into television. He became a familiar face in popular series such as Spartacus, Agents of SHIELD, and Damages, demonstrating his range from comedic roles to more serious, complex characters. Currently, at 62, John Hannah remains active in the entertainment industry. With silver hair and a composed demeanor, he continues to captivate audiences with every role he takes on. Although he no longer plays leading roles on the big screen, John Hannah is still a beloved and respected actor, leaving a lasting impression on fans. For viewers of The Mummy, the image of the clever, witty, and heartfelt Jonathan Carnahan will always be an unforgettable part of that iconic adventure. If you enjoyed this video, please like, leave your thoughts in the comments, and subscribe to our channel for more stories. If The Mummy, 1999, is a symphony of action and drama, then Benny, Rick O'Connell's cunning and slippery old acquaintance, is the special spice that made the film even more irresistible. Kevin J. O'Connor brought to Benny a unique mix of humor, timidity, greed, and scheming, making every Benny appearance one where viewers didn't know whether to laugh, get angry, or just shake their heads in disbelief. Benny is Rick's friend, but is always ready to betray anyone to save his own skin. With his sly grin, fast-talking style, and crafty tricks, Benny not only brought comic relief but also created moments of tension and surprise, acting as the catalyst for many of the film's most dramatic situations. Few people know that in real life, Kevin J. O'Connor is a quiet, serious professional whose career has spanned decades. Before The Mummy, Kevin had already made his mark with memorable roles in films like There Will Be Blood and Van Helsing. At age 35, when he took on Benny, he crafted a character blending wit, cowardice, and a touch of real danger, a man always willing to sell out his friends for survival. Now at 60, Kevin J. O'Connor is still active in the film industry, though he prefers a low-profile lifestyle, focusing on independent projects where he can express his creativity without blockbuster pressure. For fans of The Mummy, Benny's image will always be an unforgettable memory, a villain who was both funny and nerve-wracking, forever contributing to the legendary appeal of this classic film. Dr. Terence Bay, the knowledgeable and calm Egyptologist, is always ready to stand alongside the main characters in their battle against Imhotep. With his calm demeanor, determined gaze, and dignified presence, he quickly becomes the embodiment of wisdom, courage, and sacrifice in The Mummy. Eric Avari, who played Dr. Bay, is a veteran actor who has appeared in many famous works, such as Stargate, Independence Day, and Planet of the Apes. At 47, when he took on the role of Dr. Bay, Eric created a character who was not only intellectual, but also possessed an unyielding heart, always willing to risk himself to protect the values he believed in. Throughout the film, Dr. Bay acts as a bridge of knowledge, guiding the main group through ancient traps, and is even willing to sacrifice himself to protect age-old secrets. His presence always provides a sense of security and becomes a driving force for key decisions in the battle against Imhotep. After the success of The Mummy, Eric Avari continued to appear in popular films and series such as The Mentalist, NCIS, and The Expanse. Now at 72, he appears less frequently, but is still remembered as a versatile artist who can transform into various roles. Dr. Bay will always be a symbol of intelligence and bravery, an indispensable link in the dangerous and mysterious adventure of The Mummy. Mr. Daniels, one of the bold American treasure hunters. is the one who inadvertently unleashes a series of terrifying events by triggering Imhotep's curse. With a tough exterior but occasional clumsiness, Daniels is always confident in leading treasure hunts, but never anticipates the catastrophic consequences of his reckless actions. Corey Johnson, who played Daniels, perfectly captured the image of a greedy, daring man, adding both humor and tension to the film's atmosphere. When faced with the horrifying truth of the curse, Mr. Daniels reveals his fear, becoming a vivid example of the price of greed. After The Mummy, Corey Johnson continued his career with many supporting roles in famous action movies. Although not a major role, Mr. Daniels left a unique impression on viewers thanks to his mix of arrogance, humor, and helplessness in the face of the uncontrollable. Warden Gad Hassan, the greedy and cowardly prison warden, is a supporting character who brings both laughter and edge-of-your-seat moments to the audience. Omid Djalili embodied Hassan as someone constantly thinking about treasure, willing to risk everything for a share, but ultimately becoming another tragic victim of the ancient curse. Hassan's presence is like a breeze of comic relief, helping to lighten the tense atmosphere of the film and serving as a reminder of greed and foolishness when meddling with secrets best left undiscovered. In real life, Omid Djalili is a well-known comedian who has appeared in many blockbuster movies. Although Hassan's screen time is short, the character still managed to create many memorable moments, making the audience both laugh and pity his hopeless fate. Burns, another treasure hunter, is a supporting character who adds complexity to the Mummy's cast. With a confident and even arrogant attitude, Burns is always willing to sacrifice everything for Egyptian treasure, but that very greed leads to his own tragic fate. Tuk Watkins, who played Burns, excelled at portraying the character's transformation from a brash, all-or-nothing treasure seeker to a frightened, vulnerable man in the face of death. Though his screen time is limited, Burns left a distinct mark thanks to his sharp acting, helping to highlight the film's message about the consequences of greed in the Mummy's thrilling adventure. More than 2 decades have passed, yet the magic of The Mummy and its legendary cast still lives on in the hearts of fans. Each character, big or small, helped create an immortal adventure, leaving behind unforgettable moments with every glance, smile, and scene. Time may change appearances, careers, and destinies, but the memories of these heroes, villains, and the real stories behind the spotlight will always remain. If you enjoyed this journey, please like, share, and subscribe to our channel for more legendary Hollywood secrets. Thank you for watching, and see you in the next amazing story.